Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to take a scrap of 2x4 and turn it into a scarecrow. So I got a 2x4 I cut at 7.5 inches. You'll need some burlap. I cut a small piece of flannel, a button, some raffia, and paints in antique white, a burnt orange color, an antique gold color, black and white, and a red that I mixed with the white to make the pink. So the first thing you're going to do is paint your 2x4 with the antique white. And you're going to do the whole 2x4 sides, back, and front. Once you have it all painted, you're going to take your burlap and cut it into a rectangle that will fit to wrap around your 2x4. And I rolled the top of it up to kind of give it like a little brim for his hat. And now I'm going to take some raffia and glue it to the sides of the 2x4 before I glue the hat down. So I'm just going to take small pieces of raffia, and I just took a bunch and kind of tied them off into a knot with another piece of raffia just to hold them. I'm going to glue them to each side, and now I'm going to glue the hat onto the scarecrow. And I'm just going to use some hot glue to do that. Now that I have the hat all glued in place, I'm going to take a piece of twine, and I'm going to gather the whole top of the hat, and I'm going to tie it off with a piece of twine. Once I have it all tied, I'm going to start to trim the burlap and pull pieces out of it to kind of give it a tattered look and make it so it's all frayed. And I just kept pulling pieces out until I liked the way that it looked, and cut it until I was satisfied with the way that I wanted it to look. Now that I have his hat all done, I'm going to draw out his face. So I'm just going to take a pencil, and I'm going to draw him 2 eyes, and I'm just going to do teardrops for those. Then I'm going to do a triangle that's sort of rounded for his nose. And then I'm just going to draw a smiley mouth. And then I'm going to put X's throughout his mouth to represent sort of like stitches. That I have his face all drawn on, I'm going to take a couple more pieces of raffia, and I'm going to glue them to the brim of his hat. And then I'm going to cut a piece of my burlap and a piece of my flannel into a little square, and I'm also going to glue those on top of the raffia, and then I'm going to attach my button to the top of that. Kind of just like a little embellishment for his hat. Once I have all that done, I'm going to start painting his face, and you could use a paint pen or even a permanent marker to do this part. I'm just going to paint his eyes in the black and also his mouth in black and the eyebrows. I just used a thin brush to do this. Like I said, if it's easier for you to use a paint pen, that's perfect. You can also use, like I said, a permanent marker. I also drew through lines in his nose because I'm going to paint it like a candy corn. But first I noticed that I wanted a little bit more hair in front, so I glued a few pieces of raffia up underneath each side of his hat. I just felt like he didn't have enough hair, so I wanted to add some more. Now that I've got all the hair that I wanted on there, I'm going to start painting his nose like a candy corn. So I'm going to do the top piece in white, the middle piece in yellow, and the bottom in orange. And I think he is turning out just so cute. So now that I have his nose all done, I'm going to start to add a little bit of embellishments to his eyes. So I'm just going to take the back of my paintbrush and put 2 dots at the top. And then I'm also going to take a liner brush and run a white line underneath the bottom of his eyes, just to kind of give him some character. And how super cute is he? Next, I'm going to take some of that red paint and I mixed it with some of the white and made some pink. And I'm just going to dab his cheeks a little bit to give him a rosy little look. And he is all finished. How adorable is he? Super easy, super cute. I absolutely love the way that he turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to spread the chaos.